This is a presentation of Superpreneur.com.
I'm Chris Anderson, and this is my friend Karl Hartley, and we're going to do a few minutes here. We're going to talk about what superpreneurism is at Superpreneur.com.
There's some interesting things, and one way of defining a new term, like superpreneur, is to, really first examine, what is it not? And, Chris, you and I have been talking for many years about these people that have an entrepreneurial seizure, and they go out and they open up a franchise, and what they end up with is buying themselves a 100-hour-a-week job, even though they're working for themselves. And so one way that I like to define being a superpreneur is that it's more than simply buying a job. So what we're really saying is that a superpreneur approaches the entrepreneurial model by never, ever working in their business.
In fact, I was just talking with a partner a little while ago about the difference of owning a job and having freedom from your business to work on your business or to do whatever you want. So that's a great place to start.
Of superpreneur is that there's a money value of time. And that so everyone knows time value of money, which means $1 today is worth more than $1 a year. But what they don't really think about is even in an entrepreneurial business is how much are you renting your life out from. And so the superpreneur starts from the standpoint of saying, we're not willing to rent our life out for any amount of money. It's an equity position, and we're saying, how little time do we have to devote to something that can be unmodified?
It can be done. I mean, Karl and I, over the last 15 years, we've shared a lot of stories and mentored each other. We've both had some really wild successes in this principle. Because I think he and I both agree that freedom of time, where everything else is the most important. At least
I want to give you an example. You mentioned something really interesting. I think that I would be a pretty good example of the superpreneur approach to real estate. And consider this. I'm a licensed realtor. I have been for 3 years. And I've never shown a house. And I've never taken a listing. And I've never written down some information on a piece of paper. And we're set, I think we close about 160 transactions. What is it that you do in your company? Well, for me, as a superpreneur, I say it was setting up the marketing and the lead generation, but I don't even have anything to do with that anymore. So what I do is all I do is run my company.
It's kind of funny because there's so much ego involved in business, and I've been in these partnerships, and it's just incredible. It's the whole superpreneurial attitude is almost upside down from the way probably 99% of all people go about starting or running a business. I know Karl and I both have gone by the if I was hit by a bus theory. If you get hit by a bus tomorrow, if there's anything in your business that would not be able to be done, then you're not there yet. And most people will sit there and look at us and say, you're crazy. I mean, this business would never make it without me. Well, that's why you're not a superpreneur.
So I spend my time networking and talking to people, and that's really the fun part about the business anyway. So as much as you can remove yourself before you even get started, the better off.
Because it is a lot of work to get in that mindset. The discipline it takes to actually create, design, and fix systems to be able to hand over to other people is insane. It's like one of the hardest things I've ever done. I mean, but I've gotten better at it, and I'm very quick and efficient with that part. So you could say I'm a technician. I'm a technician at building systems and handing them off. That's what I do. But the cool thing about a good system is once you've got one, it's awesome. You talk about residual value. It's huge.